This is you. This is you on Earth. This is you on Earth facing the adverse effects of global warming. But what is global warming anyways? Global warming keeps temperatures down on Earth, warming enough for sustainable and habitable life. But the real bad thing causing all these strong tropical storm heat waves, glacial melting, and human activities that are drastically changing the natural process of the Earth. Global warming works when heat from the sun is transferred to the Earth in the form of shortwave radiation. When those shortwave radiation hits the Earth absorbs the energy and re-radiates it back to outer space in the form of longwave radiation. However, when those longwave radiations are deflected, not all of it escapes to space. Only 10% of the heat that is absorbed by the Earth is radiated back to space. The rest is trapped by the gases in the Earth's atmosphere. These gases are called greenhouse gases. The most abundant greenhouse gases in our atmosphere are water vapor and carbon dioxide. These greenhouse gases absorb the longwave radiation and re-emit them in all directions. However, other greenhouse gases absorb the energy that is released and only a few escape the atmosphere. This releasing and re-emission of thermal energy causes a cycle that warms the surface of the Earth. This is known as the greenhouse effect. However, in a study conducted by NASA, the concentration of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere has been on the rise, currently reaching concentrations of about 400 parts per million, higher than it has ever been recorded in history. This has caused global temperatures to rise over the past few decades, because as more greenhouse gases are emitted to the atmosphere, more thermal energy is retained by our atmosphere, thus warming the Earth. These increases in temperatures have many adverse effects. Firstly, it causes rapid shrinking of the Earth's ice sheets. Because of the reflective properties of the Earth's white ice sheets, they play a major role in deflecting the radiation coming from the sun. But with the temperatures on the rise, more ice melts into the darker oceans, which absorb the radiation coming from the sun, warms our ocean, and even increases our sea levels. Another effect is that it causes stronger and more abundant rainfall. As temperature increases, more water evaporates in our atmosphere in the form of water vapor, which is also a greenhouse gas. These eventually form into clouds. As more hot and humid water vapor rises to form clouds, they eventually cool and condense as rainfall, but due to the vast amount of water vapor that has evaporated, vast amounts of water will also be falling, causing strong rains. At this point, the problem we need to ask ourselves becomes obvious. What do we do now that we know the problems caused by global warming? Just remember these two words, mitigation and adaptation. To mitigate means to lessen. How do we lessen the effects of global warming? The way to lessen the effects of global warming is through trees. Lots of them. Trees act as carbon sinks. They absorb the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere for their natural processes. One such natural process is photosynthesis, wherein trees and plants alike use carbon dioxide in the atmosphere in the presence of light and water, produce oxygen and glucose needed for their natural processes. So we should plant more trees and lessen acts of deforestation, because through photosynthesis, they lessen concentrations of carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Next step is adaptation. Adaptation means a change in lifestyle. We can do this by rethinking our transportation. Modern transportation runs by burning fossil fuels and has become one of the leading causes to the increase of greenhouse gases in our atmosphere. Burning fossil fuels works by burning organic material in the presence of oxygen to release water, carbon dioxide, and energy. So rethink your transportation. Ride a bike, take a bus, carpool with a friend, or even just walk. Anything that will lessen the combustion of fossil fuels. So the next time you look up to wonder about global warming's adversities, to see the actions of humanity.